out all different parts of your back and shoulder by doing 4 different stretches. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to stretch out your trapezius and rotator cuffs by getting the band, hooking it around something that's around shoulder height, and then you're going to feed your hand in and around the band. I'm sure that you're quite familiar with doing that thingy bob. Just feed it up, over, get your fingers clasped over, and we're good. So from there, you're going to want to walk away. So if the band's in height with your shoulder and I walk away right now, it should be a straight line from the band all the way up to my shoulder itself. And then what I want to try and do from here is allow the shoulder to get pulled over the front, and I can kind of help my body do this if I try and push the center of my back out as far as I can do. Then I'm going to step away from the band so there's loads of tension in it. I'm going to lean my weight backwards, and now the band is trying to pull the center of my back up and around, and that is going to stretch out the trapezius towards the lower end there. It's going to stretch out the rotator cuff muscles running up the front, and it's going to stretch out the rear delts there. So we just give that a big stretch. We're going to repeat that obviously on both sides. I'll go over all the times for you at the end of the video, but after we do that, we're going to stretch out the lats by getting the band and moving it up to about head height. To be honest, you can actually keep it quite low if you're willing to just bend down low when you're doing the movements, but put the band up at about head height. That's where I personally prefer it. Get your hand up and around the band again, and then the side that we're stretching the arm on, we're going to drop down to the knee on that same side. So you want to drop down to the right knee, so we'd be right down there. Just make sure I'm visible, yeah? Sorry for the cars going past. But yeah, we stretch right down there, and then as long as there's loads of tension inside the band, I should feel a great big stretch going up my lats all the way up there towards the band. If I lean in towards where my armpit is, then that is going to make the stretch even bigger, and you can turn your hand inside, you can turn your hand towards the outside, give it a little go here and there so you can hit some more angles of your back. After that, we're going to stretch out your pec itself, which I know that you've done this one. You can either do the one that you've done where you're using 2 bands at a time, or you can just get 1 band, hook it in around shoulder height, turn your palm upside down, and then just turn away from the band. So I'm going to pull that shoulder back and down, turn away from the band, and I should feel a nice big stretch going just across the front of the delt and the pec there. I'll turn a bit more around so you can see just going across there. After that one, we're going to get the band, move it up higher again towards head height. And from here, we're going to stretch out your shoulder itself. Actually, a bit above head height there, isn't it? Well, just get it up a bit higher. Get your hand again, loop it through the band. And same thing again, we're going to have that hand pulled up towards the sky. And then I'm just going to turn away from the band as much as I can do, whilst keeping that shoulder blade pulled back and down. And I should be able to feel the stretch a bit higher now, going across the front of the shoulder, down and towards the pec. If I get a little bit lower down myself, that's going to exacerbate that a little tiny bit more. So yeah, there are the 4 stretches that we're going to be going through. I'd like you to hit them up for anything between 60 seconds to 2 minutes. If you do feel any big discomfort, just try and reduce the slack in the band a little bit, but if it is still too uncomfortable, just let us know and send a little message. But yeah, you go around all those things for a little while and that shoulder should feel nice and loose and stretched out, and it'll be lovely. Peace out, homegirl. Catch you soon.